Okay, so before I play this clip and expand my thoughts about the clip I'm going to show you, allow me to set the stage for what this was. So recently, you had Steve Harvey and Vice President Kamala Harris down in Atlanta, Georgia, at the 100 Black Men of America Incorporated conference. Now, in that, um, Steve Harvey was the moderator. Kamala Harris was going to get interviewed, and it was about half an hour. And I'm not going to go through the whole half hour, but there's one specific part of that interview I'm going to play, and I'm going to provide commentary on the other side of the video. Without further ado, let's get to it. DJ, spin that shit.
Because you can be president too with a criminal record, so that's a nice exchange. Ain't that bad? Look, I've been reading this paper because I gotta stay I got a headache trying to stay on course, so just let me go off this paper for a minute. Before y'all start calling my radio show and DMing me, talking about why you ain't asked no hard-hitting questions, that ain't what this is. I'm throwing a lob. This is an alley-oop for a dunk, because this administration needs to get the word out of what they're actually doing and what they're actually accomplishing, so we can stop all this foolishness about what you're doing for black people. Can't nobody come out with no agenda and call it this for black people and expect to get in the White House. You got to play the game different. Y'all know what this is. So now this next question is another lob for her to dunk. Because they done a lot, man. But we see, I'm on this radio show and I'm hearing all these people talking about, I'm not voting if they not doing nothing for us. Listen to me. If you do not vote, the analytics will show. They know how many women vote, they know the age you are when you vote. If we don't vote, how we gonna ask for something next time? If you ain't got no voting power, you talking about reparations. Ain't nobody finna give you no reparations and you don't vote? Why, you think they finna give us some money? No how, man. I hope they do. They owe us. I'll go down there. I'm sorry. Madam, I know I ain't coming back next year. Appreciate y'all having me.
So you just saw that from Steve Harvey, and look, you should not be surprised of his gross misconduct. You shouldn't be surprised of his gross misconduct. Doesn't mean we ain't gonna talk about it though, because in the video I did yesterday, when I talked about the big bootleg jamboree, and they had all those celebrities and entertainers there, and none of them are advocating for reparations. None of them are advocating for an anti-black hate crime bill. None of them are advocating for ending qualified immunity. Instead, you got dang on silly Billy dressed in all his glittery. It's disgusting to this very date. What's up, Day Love? We still got people out here cooning and buck dancing, and it's always the usual suspects. It's always the usual suspects. He gonna sit up there and talk about, well, you can't ask for nothing if you don't vote. But Steve, in all your infinite wisdom, and I do stress the word infinite in quotation marks, have you taken into account that the black community did vote? And guess what the black community got for their vote? Nothing. You buffoon. It's always every election cycle. These guys sitting up here guilt tripping and fear mongering about the black community and the black vote. You got Trump out here peddling sneakers, where as soon as water hit it, it starts back talking. And then you got this part-time black woman, full-time con artist, sitting up here fear mongering and guilt tripping and be like, well, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No. Y'all remember that real interview from a couple years ago when she ran for president? Did we forget that? But see, we got to, a lot of people in the black community got to be so starstruck that we got to have this coon ass motherfucking buck dancing ass seller handkerchief head with a chrome dome running his mouth, wagging his finger at black folks. I don't understand for the life of me why we continue to this very day to have these celebrities and entertainers that's in the black community calling themselves wagging their finger at us and talking, you need to stop all this foolishness. You need to stop all this food talk. You ain't finna get no reparation. And then he talking like he giving us the game for free 99. That's the thing that was the most infuriating about all that. He's talking at us like he got the game on lock. Like he got the playbook and he about to share that playbook with us for free. Steve Harvey don't know nothing, no damn politics. Didn't stop him from giving his opinion on it though on his radio show every morning. But he don't know a damn thing about politics. These guys ain't nothing but a bunch of liars, grifters, con artists, and opportunists. And you want to prop up this part-time black woman, full-time con artist, when we sitting up here trying to fight for reparations and all that. You know, Steve Harvey, you willingly admitted, Steve Harvey, you willingly admitted that you will do anything for a Klondike bar. You will do that. You will put on them tap shoes and you will do that dance. And you will lay that coonery on thick. Now, for those of you that may be new to my YouTube channel, understand I have zero tolerance for a buck dancing, a sambo, a handkerchief head, a coon, a sellout, or sock puppet. And Steve Harvey's been doing this for a long time. So you're not going to ask her no hard questions, right? But then again, there's a reason why Steve Harvey's not going to ask her the hard questions. This woman, and I wish I could put a video montage together. You know what? I will do that. I'm gonna put a video montage together of all of Kamala Harris's gaffes throughout the years, because this woman has proven that she's incompetent. This woman has proven that she cannot handle the heat when the heat is brought to her. One piece of evidence that you know that Kamala Harris can't handle the heat, anytime she gets some kind of quote unquote hard question or whatever, the first thing she starts doing is start cackling like a goddamn hyena. She starts shaking, she starts cackling, and then she starts stuttering and stammering. Another thing that you may not be aware of is that before Kamala Harris, and she's not the only one, but we're going to use her as a case study. Do you know that when before these interviews even take place, they get a list of pre-approved questions that they're gonna be asked. Like they get the game handed to them before the game's even played. It's like practicing all of us. It's like practice. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna get a list of pre-approved questions that they're going to be asked by the interviewer. So this is not an improv. It's nothing that's going to be off the cuff. This is nothing that's going to be like thought of in real time. These questions were already pre-approved. So it's not like she don't have time to answer them. It's not like that she don't have stuff prepared for her. She do. But when she goes to these interviews, she still fumbles the damn ball when the ball's given to her. They talk about they gotta get the word out. They ain't said not one thing they've done for the black community. Not one. Name one thing they've done for the black community. Specifically. They can't say it. They can't articulate what they've done for the black community because I can tell you right now they haven't done anything for the black community because all that stuff they say they did for the black community benefits everybody. It benefits everybody. It benefits everybody. It don't benefit nobody specifically in the black community. They talk about lowering prescription drug prices and capping off insulin at $35. I don't need insulin. How does that benefit the black community? Y'all acting like most black folks running around here with diabetes and all that, and you doing us a favor. No, that don't specifically benefit the black community. That benefits everybody. The whole student loan debt and all that, that don't benefit the black community specifically. That benefits everybody. Name something that the Democrats, and I'm talking about led by Biden and Kamala Harris and old nigga Jim Clyburn and Hakeem Jeffries and Jasmine Crockett, right? Because she did go viral for calling Marjorie Taylor Greene a beach blonde, bad built butch body. But outside of that, what has she done specifically for her black constituency? What about Corey Bushwhacker? What has she done? All these guys in the Congressional Black Caucus or whatever like that, what have they done specifically for the black community, right? So you think giving some 90-something-year-old woman a pen that Biden signed the Juneteenth holiday in the law, you think that's doing something specific for black people? Opal Lee is a massive disappointment. She don't speak for me. And sure as hell, Steve Harvey, old clown ass, don't speak for me neither. Steve Harvey has been a long time buck dancer. You think he got that Family Feud show by default? It's disgusting. It's dishonorable. And it's disrespectful to where you will bring this line grifting con artist on this platform for 100 black men, given this woman's history as a prosecutor, goddammit. If you really want to think about it, her ass needs to be put in prison for all her prosecutorial misconduct. Her record as a prosecutor has been abhorrent. Her record as a prosecutor has put black men in jail unjustly. And this is who you want to bring up to 100 black men convention? Really? Really, Steve Harvey? You entertainers make me sick with all your finger wagging and all your righteousness and all your holier than thou attitude. Just disgusting. So we just supposed to go vote and not talk about reparations, right? We're not supposed to be out here demanding our tangibles. We're supposed to just go vote just because you say so, right? Are you out of your fucking mind? So if 100 people jumped off a bridge, you just jump off a bridge with them too, right? No rhyme or reason. Everybody else jumped off a bridge, so I'm gonna jump off the bridge too. The fuck out of here! That shit just doesn't make sense. What's wrong with the black community wanting better? What's wrong with the black community wanting more? Just because everybody's doing something, that doesn't make it right. What's up, Trey? Good to see you. Long time no see. Hope all is well with you, bro. Straight up, man. Just because somebody's doing something popular, that don't make it right. And just because somebody's doing something right, that don't make it popular. I just don't understand what is the big deal about black folks getting what we're owed. And no, before any of you dumbass niggas and coons, bitches come up in here and talk about, oh man, I don't want no government give me a handout. Understand something. That's not a handout. What these white supremacists got in PPP loans was a handout, though. We want what we owe. The descendants of those slaves that can trace their lineage back to the killing fields of the deep south want what they're owed. So what's the big deal? Why can't we get what we're owed? And a part of me wants to believe that these white supremacists want to keep the power structure in place. They want to keep it to where they will have the control of everything, of the power, wealth, and resources. Don't you think if we would have had our reparations by now if it wasn't for that? Think of it. Think about this, right? Everything that the black community has received that's not been tangible. A holiday, statues, people's faces on a quarter. The first quote unquote black vice president, even though ain't nothing but Kamala Harris is black. The first quote unquote black Supreme Court justice and Ketanji Brown Jackson. Now, mind you, notice that these first black women Supreme Court justice or White House press secretary or vice president of that, what's the one thing they got in common? Oh yeah, they all involve in interracial relationships. Kamala Harris got a white Jewish husband. Ketanji Brown Jackson got a white husband. Karine Jean Pierre, she be carpet munching because her ex little boo thing was white. She don't like dick. She like the carpet munch. So all these first black women this and first black women that's in these prominent positions and all that, they all got white husbands or white boyfriends or white girlfriends and shit. The rare exception is Lloyd Carr being the Secretary of Defense. And then when anything goes wrong, when it comes to defense contracts or the military, and then you got these Republicans out here acting in bad faith trying to target Lloyd Carr. Not Lloyd Carr. That's his, shit. Lloyd Carr was the former coach of the Michigan Wolverines. It's Lloyd Austin. So my bad on that. It's Lloyd Austin. That's the rare exception. And I don't know what his marital status is, but I wouldn't be surprised if he got a white wife. Shit. But Steve Harvey, you're disgusting. You're dishonorable. You're being disingenuous, and most importantly, you're being disrespectful. Yeah, you won't fight for reparations, but yeah, your ass be one of the first ones in line with your goddamn hand out. They ain't gonna sit up there, and then while you having your hand out, your ass would be the one of the ones gaslighting the public. I've always been a fan of reparations. I always supported it. Yet your buck dancing ass would sit up here with Kamala Harris talking, you just need to go vote. Stop talking all this reparations talk. Don't you stop all this foolishness. Spoken like a true sellout. Spoken like a tried and true sellout. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think, man. This buffoon, man. You know, you guys on the you Democrat shills ain't no better than these Republican shills. Because if you ask me, y'all coons. Every last one of you, whether you be on the Republican side of the house or the Democratic side of the house. As far as I'm concerned, y'all buck dancers, y'all sellouts, y'all handkerchief heads, y'all out here being self-serving professional bullshit artists. Yeah, you ain't gonna be one of the ones speaking up for reparations, and you ain't gonna be one of the ones speaking up for the black community and their plight, but you be one of the first ones with your hand out when we do get our tangibles and shit. Just a jive talking, jive turkey of an individual. Make me sick. Now, if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. Shouts out to the LDBC. The man, scream at me. Hurt!